Hey guys, LevelCap here, and today in gaming, Rust's EU servers were destroyed, Naughty Dog are making a multiplayer game, a classic Ninja Turtles game is getting a worthy successor, and much more. Rust's EU servers went up in flames this morning in a fire that tore through a European data center. It took out 25 servers for the game, killing dozens of server instances and resulted in a ton of lost player data. So far, they've replaced some servers and restored about 15 instances with new hardware. Rust keeps track of player progress per server. If you built up a big base or spent a lot of time on one server, your progress doesn't carry over to another. Losing these servers means all that progress has been wiped out for every player on the affected servers. Even with replacement servers spun up, all that data is gone. While the fire is unfortunate for Rust, it's even worse for the company hosting the servers. OVH is a French hosting provider and the largest in Europe. The fire took out an entire building and damaged another. Several services hosted by OVH, like news sites and telecom companies, have gone down because of the fire. The company is recommending anyone using their services to implement disaster recovery plans. Before we get to our next story, here's a quick word from today's sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by ShopTagger, an online shopping app and Chrome extension that can save you a ton of money. I use its wish list system to track computer parts and audio gear, and so far I've gotten some great deals because it's constantly scanning for price drops and coupons. Use my link in the video description to download the Chrome browser app. The browser app has a special feature that scans for coupons, and it's a must if you want the best deals. Whenever you're shopping, you can use ShopTagger to save your items in a wish list. You can set up notifications via email or mobile that let you know when a coupon is available. You can also create multiple lists and organize them however you want. ShopTagger will automatically scan for coupon codes and applies them at checkout. It also offers cashback via PayPal when shopping from select retailers. For more info and to get ShopTagger, use my link in the video description. Last of Us and Uncharted dev Naughty Dog is hiring for a multiplayer game they intended to support long term. This listing is for a multiplayer economy designer. Duties for the job include design, implement, and tune game economy and player progression systems. What makes this job listing interesting is that The Last of Us 2 was originally being developed with a multiplayer mode. However, due to the pandemic and delays associated with finishing the game, Naughty Dog put the multiplayer on hold to finish the game single player. The studio's executives have hinted at a standalone multiplayer game set in the Last of Us universe, and it sounds like this job listing could be for that game. It also sounds like the game might be a live service title. Given the prevalence of battle royales and survival shooters these days, a Last of Us multiplayer title with those modes sounds like a slam dunk. The first Last of Us game had a very well-reviewed multiplayer mode called Factions. It offered the usual range of deathmatch and objective-based PvP modes. Naughty Dog shut down servers for Factions on the PlayStation 3 back in 2019, but the PlayStation 4 version of the game is still online and playable today. Despite all the controversy surrounding the franchise these days, it's undeniably popular, and Naughty Dog knows how to make fun and unique multiplayer games. Even if the game that they're currently hiring for isn't in the Last of Us universe, it'll probably still be a top-tier title. The other question is, will it be available on PC? Sony recently announced that first-party games would be coming to the PC. So far, the only port they've announced for is Days Gone. The Last of Us games, or any Naughty Dog title for that matter, would probably do very well on PC. A new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game just got revealed, and it looks like a proper successor to the side-scrolling brawler Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Turtles in Time from 1991. That game was a smash hit in arcades and has lived a long life since, thanks to numerous ports and even a total remake in 2019. The new game is called Shredder's Revenge, and it's being developed by the same studio that did Streets of Rage 4. So when it comes to faithful adaptations of a classic franchise and genre, the new game couldn't be in better hands. Streets of Rage 4 launched last year to rave reviews and strong sales. Unfortunately, the reveal trailer for Shredder's Rage only gives us a brief glimpse of gameplay, but what it does show still looks very promising. More Call of Duty partners have received care packages from Activision hinting at a zombies event coming to Warzone soon. Right now, rumors are suggesting that it'll go live tomorrow and devastate the Battle Royales map with a nuclear blast. It'll be followed by the launch of Season 3 that revamps Warzone with a Cold War themed map. Of course, that's all just speculation. Overwatch got a surprise next-gen upgrade on the Xbox Series consoles. It adds a variety of frame rate and resolution modes for both consoles. The Xbox Series X will top out at 4K 60fps or 1440p 120fps. The S will top out at 1440p 60fps or 1080p 120fps. Unfortunately for the PS5 owners, they haven't gotten this update yet. Eurogamer supports this is because developers have to essentially create an entire port to do a next-gen upgrade on the PS5. But on the Xbox consoles, it's just a matter of updating the existing game thanks to Microsoft's robust backward compatibility features. Blizzard have not yet announced a release window for the upgrade on PS5. The developers of Denuvo have updated their anti-cheat tools and they're now available to publishers and developers of the PS5. They say in their press release announcing the new PS5 tools that approximately 70% of a developer's revenue is earned in the first 2 weeks after the launch of the game. That's a pretty accurate statement for probably most games, and it's what Denuvo is explicitly intending to protect. Denuvo's reputation among gamers is pretty rough though. Many believe Denuvo tanks game performance while offering protection that's not all that valuable. Many Denuvo games get cracked within days of launching. Despite Denuvo-enabled games getting cracked quickly in some cases, preventing cheating or piracy just for even a few days can have a meaningful impact on the overall success of a launch. While you might not think cheating on consoles is a thing, it very much is. But the even bigger issue is cheaters and hackers ripping console titles to develop hacks or redistribute the game illegally. As consoles become more and more like PCs, it's crucial to have good anti-cheat systems in place. Players may not like Denuvo, and it's still up to the developers to utilize it, but it's just one of the many solutions out there, and chances are every game you've played in the last few years uses something like it. The latest update for Microsoft Flight Sim is here. It's called Sim Update 3 and makes several key fixes and improvements to the core gameplay. Tons of minor issues with plain AI, input controls, displays, and UI systems were resolved. VR mode got several quality of life improvements like access to the controls menu in VR, better HOTAS support, and more. The game's SDK has also been updated with a few bug fixes. Before we get to our final story, just a quick reminder that we post breaking news updates and short previews of our daily news coverage on social media and a dedicated LevelCap Shorts channel. Be sure to check them out in the links below to get filled in early on the day's top stories. Reports claiming that the Nvidia crypto mining blocker was hacked on the RTX 3060 turned out to be false, or at least not entirely accurate. Early this morning, images started circulating of the GPU mining at hash rates on par with unblocked hardware. Basically, that means it was performing as if there was no block in place. But it turns out Nvidia doesn't specifically block the crypto being mined. So while modified BIOS files and drivers might exist for the RTX 3060 already, it seems unlikely that anyone has properly cracked Nvidia's blocker. And that wraps it up for today in gaming. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is LevelCap signing off.